So Dinkabui just won YCS Birmingham with pure Farking in a Raziel and Malice dominated metagame. And I mean, one could even argue that this is a tier 0 format, as Raziel took roughly 50 to 55% top cut slots in the last 2 YCSs, and Malice is usually at around 30% representation. So you would think that one of these decks would end up triumphing when they take up like 80% of top cut slots, but nope, that is not what happened. Pure Farking out of everything ended up winning, and there is quite a lot to say about this performance. So first of all, I have watched Dinka's deck profile, which will be at the very top of the description box, by the way. But essentially, Dinka stated more than once that his true aim for the YCS was actually just to have fun and wasn't really expecting to win. And if there is one thing that life taught me, is that the more you chase something, the harder it is to get. It is drastically easier to perform well at an event when you're just feeling relaxed and stress-free and just vibing with a deck that you enjoy. You know, without those headaches of playing a deck that is really complicated and really just trying to win every single round, you actually end up misplaying less. Because when I got top 4 at YCS Lille, my goal wasn't even to do well, actually. I was really just there to have fun. As a matter of fact, I almost wanted to lose on purpose so I could go back to sleep because I had 0 hours of sleep in like the whole weekend, actually. But yeah, Dinka really got rewarded for playing a deck that nobody really was expecting, and also a deck that doesn't lose to Bestials, which is something that gives you a huge advantage going into this format. And I can actually really relate to this because I have been playing CRYSTRON myself since it came out, which is obviously a deck that doesn't lose to Bestials. And yeah, I really just didn't want to play Raziel or Malice either because they were just way too boring for me. I wanted to catch people off guard by playing a spicy deck that was just proactively strong, but also really enjoyable and actually really grindy. And CRYSTRON was that deck, as I still believe to this day that it was a great meta call and fantastic long-term investment, and Dinka did the same but with pure Farking. Now, just how good really is Farking into the metagame? I mean, does it line up well against Raziel, which is the #1 played deck right now, and is it really consistent? Well, in the deck profile, Dinka stated that the Raziel matchup could actually be very manageable thanks to Garunix, which can destroy the Detonator more than once during the damage step, and obviously it can't really respond, and you can actually grind against Raziel very, very well. Because of the fact that the Garunix comes back from the graveyard every single time, you really just never run out of gas, whereas Raziel, once they lose their field spell, they do run out of grind game. I find it really awesome how any monster in the deck can pretty much turn into a Salamangreat Almirage, which could then make Garunix able to trigger. This also means that you can get access to your engine by destroying Ponix off of Garunix and then recycling back on the next turn. You could also destroy Volcanix off of Garunix to summon the OG Garunix and then go either into the Garunix rank 8 to destroy the whole board, or go into Hita and then Princess, etc. It's not actually a deck that really needs the extra deck all that much because the main deck is already good enough, so you can actually play Pot of Extravagance in it. So overall, Dinkabui's deck list was just as amazing as his technical play, which always baffles me. The speed at which he processes information, as well as his ability to play multiple steps ahead, is definitely why he is able to pilot a deck like Farking to victory. Because honestly, I don't really consider that Farking won the YCS, but rather Dinka won the YCS. Well, Dinka won the YCS with Farking, but you get what I'm saying. Basically, what I'm trying to say is Dinkabui could have played a deck with a similar strategy and mentality and probably would have still done great with it. And I consider this a great source of inspiration because it essentially means that if you're passionate enough with a deck and put the time and effort into it, but also enjoy it in the process, you can get incredible results and end up performing even better than the ones that are actively and desperately trying to do well with it. So moral of the story, Dinka is the GOAT. Obviously, that's been a fact since day one, and should inspire all of us to play the deck that we love instead of just playing the deck that we're forced to play because it is the best deck and we just want to win. Sometimes the best victory is simply having a good time, and when you're not actively trying to win, you can actually end up winning the whole thing without even asking for it. Lower your expectations, don't think about winning, don't think about confirming, just be yourself and you'll achieve greatness. Now, that's all I had for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys very, very soon with a really interesting announcement. So please stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Peace.